Hey everyone, it's Keegan from the Chi Panda YouTube channel. You may have noticed recently that I uploaded a video. What? Me upload a video? Impossible. But yeah, it's true. I uploaded a video on the 28th, which was actually my mother's birthday. So happy birthday, Mother. Love you. Uh, Called Tax Evasion, and it was 18 minutes long, which is the longest video I've ever done. And it was absolutely amazing. It took me over a month. I had a lot of people helping me make it. It was a whole lot of editing. I bought an entire editing software just for this video. I mean, for future videos as well. But I spent a lot of money on this. Well, not a lot of money, but a lot of money in terms for broke college freshmen. So I just thought I'd come on here and make this video and kind of watch the video with you guys and give a bit of a commentary on it to kind of show you like my thought process and how it was made and give you a little bit of insight. Now I'm gonna play the video with you guys and I'm gonna be talking over it. So if you haven't seen the actual video, make sure you go watch it. You can probably get a link up here somewhere if you missed it. But yeah, go check that out. Watch that video. It's awesome. I'm really proud of it. And then come back here and then watch the commentary because I don't want you to miss out stuff and get spoiled by watching this video because I'll be yapping and yapping and yapping. All right. Well, as you can see behind me, I'm up here on my laptop. And I got the video pulled up here. It's not on YouTube. This is the fresh file because YouTube's struggling with this screen recorder. It's stuttering, so I gotta use the actual stuff. So why don't we get started? Let's play the video, and I'll just chat with you guys and watch it with you.
Welcome to Panda Fails at Cooking, or PFAC for short. This is a new series I'll be doing on the channel that
this is a classic intro.
From Danny the 2 at all. Yes, I will be cooking.
This is a reference to Danny the 2, who's another YouTuber, one of my good friends. He has a show called Idiot Fails at Cooking, and I thought I could parody that. And I actually parodied this in an older video called We Need to Stop Chi Panda, and I wanted to bring that back for this one for a joke. And in that video, he gets interrupted from making the video, and I wanted to do that again.
Yeah, I remember when Future You...
See, behind Chi Panda there's like a stand with a phone on it. That's actually how I normally record videos because I don't have an actual stand. So like there's this ceramic, I don't know what it's made out of, but there's like a chair that's like really tall, and I just sit my phone on top of it and record with it because, you know, I don't have an actual camera or an actual stand.
Yeah, I would like to know.
I went out and bought an SD card for more storage. So this is actually true. I actually did go out and buy an SD card for more videos because my phone is just always full and I couldn't make videos, especially if I wanted to do multiple takes. I just had to work with the first take, so I wanted to buy that. And I wish that I had bought it sooner because then I could have vlogged my senior trip, which was super awesome. And I didn't vlog my senior trip because I didn't have enough space to record a whole bunch of stuff. But I wish I did back then, but I didn't, which is a shame. But, you know, it didn't ruin the bit. Actually, when writing this script, I thought that this intro was a bit too long. And I was like, is this going to be bad for retention? And then I thought, you know what, just forget it. I really like the jokes in this, and I was really proud of them. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to leave them in there. You know, I don't care. If you want to click off the video because you think it's boring, go away. I do this for fun.
Forget it.
I'm not going to worry about people retaining their attention because people have bad attention spans on YouTube apparently. But yeah, I just wanted to leave them in because I thought the jokes were really fun.
You didn't write that SD card off as a business.
Yeah, I know that in the actual business world, this joke doesn't really make sense because, you know, you can't even be eligible to write it off as business expense if it's not a business. But whatever, it's a comedy video. It's a comedy video with time travel. You really think logic is going to be a part of it? No.
Wrote off that SD card as a business expense.
This scene, this was one of the last scenes I recorded because I had to do it on my own, and it took me a really long time because I had to keep doing it over because, like, right before I filmed this, I dropped my phone and my mic broke, and then I didn't realize it, and then I recorded this all with no audio, and then, I just sat here for an hour and just did this whole scene for like an hour. Now we move on to scene 2, which is called the foyer scene in my script. And here's the intro of Mikey, the IRS assassin, who's one of my good friends. I'm so glad he came over on a Saturday, and we filmed like a quarter, no, not a quarter. We filmed like half of the video here, and he's awesome. And I want to have this cool little fight scene in here. I want the first part to be really wimpy. That slap sound effect was added in later, obviously, because his slap was wimpy. I was really proud of this punch. I wanted an anime punch, and I spent a lot of time tweaking that and trying to get it as best as I could. I really like that shot as well. I actually planned that shot to kind of pan around Mikey and then reveal that there's nobody there, and then he shoots at the door with his wimpy Nerf shotgun.
What are you gonna do? Don't worry.
He walks menacingly towards the camera. It's obviously a Terminator reference.
How are we gonna shake this?
Duh. Do I even have to explain that? Now we're in scene 3. Terminator, yeah, there we go. I referenced it right in the video. I forgot about that. Obviously, they're going to get in the closet, which is another reference to the Chronicles of Narnia. But I just thought it would be fun, and it would go along with Chi, because he's kind of like this mysterious being. Like, what is he? He wears a hoodie. Why is he hiding his face? Does he even have a face? You know, that kind of deal, and he's magical. And I just thought, like, a time-traveling closet would be really cool. So they go into the closet. That closet's actually really cramped in there. Like, when I get in the closet, I'm like, I'm like cramped. I'm like, can I get out now? Oh, this is scene 4, because there's a transition here. Scene 3 and 4 was actually filmed by my friend Ender Neptune. She came by one Tuesday, and we had brunch, and then we filmed a whole bunch of this video, and we filmed her parts as well. And then we played Breath of the Wild after that, and it was a really fun day. But yeah, this video was filmed in like 3 different parts. The first part was filmed with Ender Neptune here, and then the second part was filmed with Mikey, and then the third part I filmed by myself, and then I needed some like leftover stuff, so I just got like my dad and my mother like on free times. Thank you so much for them helping me get the stuff that I messed up. And we're going on to scene 5, which is one of my favorites. And it also took a really long time to get this scene right, because at first I had Ender Neptune in the role of the tea lady, who you'll see coming up here. And we spent a lot of time filming that scene. And after reviewing it, I was like, I don't really like how any of these scenes turned out. And I asked her, I was like, hey, do you mind if I cut you out of the video, because I didn't really like these scenes? And she said, yeah, I didn't really like them either. And so I was like, maybe I should get my mom to do it. So I got my mom to do it, and we filmed some of that, and I didn't really like that either, and she didn't really like that either. I was like, you know what, I'll just do it. And I asked Mom if she had a wig, and she's like, yeah, I got this little silver wig and a hat and stuff, so I put it all on, and I filmed the scene myself, and, you know, after 3 tries, we finally got this one. And because it took 3 tries, when I'm normal, like that's the original cut, but then when I'm the lady, it's like 3 weeks after. It's like filmed 3 weeks after or whatever, 2 weeks maybe. I don't remember how long. So there's some inconsistencies with the cups coming up here. But yeah, this was filmed on the day. Yeah, the tea is poisoned. It drugs you out, so that way she can eat you, sort of like the Hansel and Gretel witch, I think. She throws kids in her oven or something. I don't remember. But yeah, this was one of the first ideas that I had. Basically, when I was writing the different dimensions, I just like had a notebook, and I was just like writing all my different ideas down. I was like, Vine, Giantess, Tea Lady, and I just wrote them down, and I just picked the ones that I liked best, the ones that fit the most. I had a lot of ideas that got cut, but I decided to put this one first, because you don't exactly know what's happening yet. You find out in the next scene what's going on. So I wanted to have this one in here to just kind of build some suspense and try to, what's going on? And there's some special effects. The witch just poofed and died. Yeah, so like when you watch the scene, you're like, what is going on? There's Keegan's a lady and she's trying to eat him? What's going on? And then we're in my garage. There were no cars there because both my parents were gone for work that day. So I had an empty garage.
It is sort of an interdimensional time portal. What?
Yeah, not only is it a
So
Narnia
that
reference, but
left
I guess you could call it
to another
a
dimension
Doctor Who reference as well. I don't really watch
is another
Doctor Who,
dimension.
but you know,
Right.
same concept, getting into a little box to time travel
I
and
didn't
stuff.
know that the IRS guy
Same
could
same
follow
concept, same deal
dimensions.
for you
So,
Doctor Who fans out there.
what dimension is this? There's
Yeah, this scene in
nothing
the script
here.
is just called the
This
exposition
dimension?
scene because I just wanted to
It's the
explain what
Chi
was
Panda
going on.
Begins
But I
Part
also
2
wanted to
dimension.
throw a joke in there so it wasn't
Because
completely useless.
that video
So
doesn't
that's what the
exist.
Chi Panda Begins Part
You know,
2
it's been
dimension
over a year and the
joke
video
comes
still
in, and
hasn't
I
been
just
made.
said that
At this
exactly as I
point,
heard
it's a
it. Maybe
lost
it's a little bit
cause.
off sync
Things
for
never
you,
get
but I'm not
made.
sure.
Just ignore it.
But yeah,
Is there a way
I,
to get
I
out of this
decided to
place?
throw the joke in there because there's an older video
I
called
just
Cheap
have to
Against
jump
Part
between
1,
dimensions
and I
or
plan to do a
float.
Part 2 with my friend
If we just
Alfonso,
keep hopping between
but
dimensions,
summer got
we
mixed up. He had to
definitely
go to
lose him.
football practice, and
Let's go.
we just never ended up doing it. And I was like, you know what, I'm just never going to do
Did we
Part
lose him?
2.
I
Honestly,
hope
it's just
so.
going to be a meme. There's never going to be a Part
Found him.
2.
The
There might be a
bad
Part
stuff.
2 someday, maybe when I'm 30 years old or whatever. This is the Vine dimension.
Why
This
are
was
we
one of the
here?
first ideas I had. I
This
was like, I want a Vine.
was a vine.
Where it was like, well, what if you're in a vine and you're about to get attacked, but you run out of time before you're attacked? So that's what that concept came out of, and I really like that one. And that took a lot of filming to do because there's a big old mirror in that room, and I didn't want to. Me and Mikey were trying to figure out how to film that without getting in the mirror. Because if you looked in the mirror, then you'd be like, "Where's Chi? Where's Keegan?" Because obviously we filming differently. And here's Giant Tess, who is my lovely dog, and I was like, "Oh, I want to put her in here." So we filmed it from like a low angle to make it kind of seem like she's big, and then I slowed the footage down and I added this boom, boom, boom to her feet. Thought that was fun. Here's Ender Neptune's role coming up here. Obviously she was the tea lady and she was going to be Chi-Chi, but I just cut tea lady out and just left her in as Chi-Chi. But even though she's not in it as much, she still was a crucial role to the filming of it. She did a lot of the camera work, which I'm very grateful for, and I still think this the scene turned out pretty well. I really enjoyed this one. There's no music here, not a lot of dialogue because I just wanted just pure like awkward kind of fun, like what's going on here, and then they just kind of stare at each other and pointed, and this pointing is a reference to the Spider-Man meme where Spider-Man points at another Spider-Man and they're like, oh, what's going on. But then a fan pointed out to me that he's like, is this an Office reference? And I was like, yeah, there's an episode of The Office where they point at each other with like guns, but I was like, no, that's not what I was going for, but I see what you mean. You want to save it for? I wanted to save it for. I added that joke, saving it for another video, because obviously that's like a whole thing when shows ratings go down and they have to add the female version. Here we have the appearance of Joe, who is it Joe? Yeah, his name's just Joe in the script, and he's an anime boy. And I learned that line. That line is from JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, when Jotaro squares off against Dio. And Dio says that. He's like, oh, are you approaching me? You know that meme? I said it in Japanese, though.
At last, there's no
Yeah, and I just tried to go for the most anime look. The look of Joe is actually on one of my Instagram posts that I made a while ago, and I was like, why don't I include him in the video? So I did that. Passing the gun off. This is, a reference to Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Now die!
And your boy's dead. Passing the gun back. I like this joke. Me and Mikey had fun with this one.
How do we beat him?
Okay, and now we're coming close to the exciting conclusion. Here's another form of the exposition scene where nothing really happens. They just kind of sit there and figure out what they're gonna do.
Come on!
But yeah, it was fun, like picking because all of this is filmed in the same house, so I had to pick different locations. Like, do I want this here? Do I want this there? And some of the locations were filmed in the same room, obviously. But it doesn't matter because it's the same. And okay, now we're here watching an older video, the election video. I accurately predicted who will win the 2020 election, where we did some time travel and there was some coronavirus shenanigans. That's why Keegan's getting shot, because he's been infected and he can't go back to 2016 when he's been infected. And I thought,
What have I done?
excuse me, as long as if we're going through time, we might as well go to a time travel, mainly because of this joke where he says that the timeline's going to be convoluted. And I was like, oh, I can do a callback to this. Because it makes sense, right? And then the Chi and Keegan from this video timeline show up and meet the Chi and Keegan from that timeline. Well, Keegan's dead, obviously.
No.
This took a lot of, we took a lot of time filming because, so there's a fan, this was filmed in this room, and there's a fan above me, and I like having the fan on because I get hot under the hoodie, but I couldn't have the fan on because it would be really loud on the mic, and so I had to keep turning the fan off, and so I was sweating so much. I was sweating so much under that hoodie. You want to know, especially like during these action scenes where I'd like get up. I remember filming this bit where he falls. I fell like 13 times or something, and I was just like sweating afterwards. I was like, ah, please turn on the fan. Screaming about being dead.
You're not. Come on, I've got the gun. Let's roll.
That shot was also done a whole lot because of the spin, and I've been practicing that for a really long time, just specifically for that shot. Here's some epic choreographed action. I had him come out and then shoot me, and that didn't actually take too long to do. Like, as soon as I explained to him what I wanted to do, he got it right away. Mikey was super awesome with helping me with that. And then we got the epic punk soundtrack coming in. So that's really awesome. The fight's coming up. Surprise! The scene of him like going, oh shoot, and then going down, that was filmed later because I actually forgot to film that part. So that's why the coloration was kind of weird. And we had this awkwardly hodgepodge together shootout. Full of action-packed. It's not as action-packed as I thought it would be. I didn't expect it to be action-packed at all. Just the music in there is just fun. And that last one where Mikey goes, he actually goes with his mouth, and he didn't even notice it because he was just like having too much fun with shooting. And he pulls out the Hailfire, which is his gun actually. I told him to bring it because I had the idea of this conclusion. I was like, if you can bring that if you could.
I'll run out there and distract her.
Yeah, when I wrote this script and I thought, ooh, what if I had a Terminator character? I immediately was like, I should get Mikey to play this guy. He's like, he's perfect for the role because he's just awesome. I was really glad that he said yes and he came by and he brought the jacket and the glasses and everything. Here's another one of my first ideas. I wanted Keegan to die, and I thought of this really cool. We got E minor prelude, I think this song is called. It's black and white. Danny the Jug gets thrown at him. I just added that in there because I thought it was fun. I love my Danny the Jug references to an older video. There's a laptop in the corner there, which I didn't notice in the editing. So, yeah, that's there, and I didn't even notice it. I finished the video, and then I noticed it. I was like, whatever. I'll just leave it in for people to go like, what? Why is there a laptop in the background? It'd be a good joke. Yeah, and then I'm really proud of my acting right here, that I'm dying, and because most people just go, oh, I'm dead, but I'm like, and then I die without even closing my eyes. I'm a top tier actor.
That's the best nerf party ever.
And then here's the twist, where he gets up, and nobody's dead, obviously, because it's just a Nerf fight, and you think it's just a Nerf party.
You mean
He's just going to a Nerf. My dude's just going to a Nerf convention, dude. Like, give him a break. I'm so proud of that joke. I really like that one. I remember when I was going through the script with Ender Neptune, and I said, okay, the final joke is like this. She like laughed out loud, and I was like, yeah, I would say that my writing's pretty good. This scene also took me a really long time to film because I filmed this scene the same time as the first scene because they both took place in the same place with the same camera angles. So I just decided to film them once. So this also took a really long time to film.
I got confused with the roads or something and ended up at our place. Whew! Thank goodness. You know, even though it was kind of stupid, you gotta admit, man, that was a pretty gnarly adventure. Whew, man, sure was. I mean, at least it wasn't
gnarly
a real
adventure.
IRS.
I love like saying words like gnarly and stuff like that because that was improv. I just like saying words like gnarly that are like super out of date and fun. That letter scene, me and my mother filmed that together, and that took a really long time to do because she kept missing and stuff, and sometimes the letter would fall through the window behind Chi there, and then we'd have to go and get it and stuff.
Oh, no.
And then I had to throw a Smash joke because every time I see a letter, I think of Smash invitations.
We're dead.
And then, oh no, the stinger ending. Is there going to be a part 2? Probably not, no. Because there's no fun to that. And that's the end of the video. The credits come up. I added the song Eruptions of Liquid Nitrogen by Ted Snyder from The Basement. He's awesome. I love his music, and I just thought I'd throw his song here at the end to support him and give him a plug. So, yeah, that was the video. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this, go back to my lovely home screen. Thanks for watching and hanging out with me and listening to the commentary. I hope you enjoyed the video. I had so much fun making it. It was such an awesome project, and I look forward to making more videos in the future. And I'm also writing at the same time, so I won't be making videos too frequently because I also have a book to write. But yeah, hopefully you guys stick around for more videos and more content. I'll always be here, and I love you all. Thank you so much, and I'll see you later.